This is about inheritance tax and married couples or civil partners. Now, when you have married couples and civil partners, they're generally aware of something called the spousal exemption. If they can benefit from the spousal exemption, it means that when the first spouse passes away, no inheritance tax will be paid on their estate. However, this is not always the case. Where you have a mixed domiciled married couple, so one of them is domiciled in the UK and one is not, and the first one that passes away is the UK domiciled spouse, unfortunately, his or her estate does not benefit from the full spousal exemption. What is available instead is a relatively modest allowance whereby a total amount at current rates of $650,000 can pass from them to their surviving spouse, but this is a lifetime allowance, not an allowance purely on death. An example of this in action might be a married couple, let's say George and Mildred. Now, George has been UK domiciled his whole life, but Mildred is not UK domiciled. George thinks the spousal exemption will apply, so under his will he decides to leave everything to Mildred. But when he actually passes away, whilst Mildred will inherit, sadly what she inherits will be less than she's expecting because inheritance tax will be payable. If we put some figures to that, if George is worth, say, $5 million when he passes away, you'd be looking at an IHT liability of approximately $2 million. If you think that this fact pattern applies to you, you should really think about getting some advice so that you can plan in advance so that there are no nasty surprises for the surviving spouse who ends up with a lot less than they think they're going to.